10 seconds, 5 seconds. Judicial divergence on modification powers. Stop. In International Insurance versus Burn Standard Company Limited and others, this court explained the difference between judicial interference permitted by the 1996 Act vis-a-vis the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1943. Stop. The 1996 Act limits the supervisory role of the court to specific grounds under Section 34, while the 1940 Act gave courts broader powers under sections 30 and 33. Stop. The court clarified that under section 34, the court does not act as an appellate authority for factual findings, evidence, or questions of law dealt with by the arbitral tribunal. Stop. At the same time, the 1996 Act mandates that arbitrators issue a reasoned award, which was not a requirement under the 1940 Act. Stop. Further, the judgment clarifies the role of arbitrators in determining claims and counterclaims. Stop. The court cannot correct the arbitrator's mistakes, whether factual or legal. Stop. Rather, its role is confined to setting aside the award, leaving the parties the option to initiate fresh arbitration proceedings if they wish. Stop. However, when it came to the rate of interest, the court invoked its power under Article 142 of the Constitution to vary the award, reducing the interest from 10% per annum as awarded by the tribunal to 7.5% per annum. Stop. It felt compelled to do so as there was a significant lapse of time. Stop. Two earlier decisions were relied upon. Stop. Pure Helium India Limited versus Oil and Natural Gas Commission, where the rate of interest was reduced from 18% per annum to 6% per annum, and Mukund Limited versus Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, where the interest rate was lowered from 11% per annum to 7.5% per annum. Stop. In Vedanta Limited versus Shandong Nuclear Power Construction Company Limited, this court, in the context of an international award, highlighted the need to consider the differing impact of interest rates when the parties operate in different currencies. Stop. The rate of interest had to be aligned with the applicable currency of each party. Stop. Accordingly, the court held that applying a uniform interest rate for both the INR and Euro components was not justified. Stop. While maintaining the interest rate at 9% per annum for the INR component, the interest on the Euro component was modified to the London Interbank offered rate plus 3 percentage points. Stop. Furthermore, the court deleted the interest rate of 15% per annum, which was applicable if the awarded sum was not paid within 120 days. Stop. Significantly, this judgment did not reference the court's power under Article 142 of the Constitution be prescribed by or under any law made by Parliament, and until provision in that behalf is so made in such manner as the President may by order prescribe. Stop. Subject to the provisions of any law made in this behalf by Parliament. Stop. Over.